Hello everyone, today I will discuss with you top use cases for modern virtual data rooms. Many people think the data rooms are only for M&A transactions, but there are actually dozens of use cases across many industries. Here are a few of the most common use cases. 1. M&A. Merger and acquisitions, M&A, is one of the most used instances for VDRs. Investment banks, law firms, accounting firms and corporate executives use them to discuss, manage, and evaluate sensitive information about a seller and its business. They can track all activities and comments on these documents, download and print them for their own records, and enforce protections on who can view the documents. Deals can be small with a single seller and buyer, or deals can be large and complex, with transaction sizes in the billions of dollars with dozens of parties involved. Regardless of deal size, the stakes are high. These confidential documents need the highest level of protection. Any information leak could disrupt a transaction and affect the seller's business. So, businesses must always carefully track and manage the M&A process to ensure success. 2. Capital fundraising, venture capital, crowdfunding, private equity, IPO, debt. Fundraising is a frequent use case for virtual data rooms. Companies looking to raise capital, through issuing equity or debt, have a strong need to control and share sensitive information. A startup could reach out to dozens of investors. A large company could host roadshows or conferences speaking up to 50 investors in a week. They must manage who has access to information, documents, data, and financial statements. Often, this information deals with current and future investors. If any confidential information is mismanaged, it can lead to delays and limitations on future financings. Virtual data rooms give owners full control over access to documentation or data, and allows them to communicate and collaborate on all aspects of the financing process. 3. Product launch and marketing assets. A commercial product launch, such as a new phone or shoe, requires a company to share marketing plans and strategies with vendors, partners, and distributors. They could share confidential branding strategies, ad campaigns, and product sales forecasts. This is to best prepare for and execute the product launch. A leak of product specs could ruin a launch or give competitors a head start. Using a VDR is the most secure and organized way for all business partners to collaboratively discuss marketing materials, pricing schemes, and product availability. 4. Partnerships and strategic alliances. A partnership or alliance involves two or more organizations that come together to share business interests. They may specialize in different areas, such as marketing, sales, research and development, and manufacturing. Businesses that are part of a partnership often have a high level of cohesion, including sharing confidential information, strategies, and product roadmap. This type of collaboration is an important aspect to any successful business venture. Types of companies that form partnerships can be large corporations or startups looking to enter into multi-million-dollar relationships with each other. Using a virtual data room is the most effective way for businesses to collaborate, communicate, and share information with one another. 5. Commercial contracts, MSA. Master Service Agreement, RFP, Request for Proposal, RFQ, Request for Quote. Commercial contracts are also used in a variety of situations. Businesses must deal with vendors and suppliers' contracts on a daily basis. Agreements can often come in the form of an MSA. These deals can be quite complex, with both parties sharing sensitive information about the contract and its terms. In these cases, the documents contain sensitive and confidential information that must be carefully handled. A RFP, Request for Proposal, or RFQ, request for quote, is a formal document that a company requests from vendors or suppliers to solicit offers for goods and/or services. An RFP outlines what the requirements are and terms of such a transaction. It contains instructions on how to respond to it by submitting an offer. An RFQ can be very concise or can be combined with a detailed RFQ. For either situation, the data room is used to receive responses. Having a modern VDR enables user-friendly, secure features that allow companies to collaborate, collect and manage these documents. A modern VDR can create a custom link for each party to submit their responses without risk of interfering with other competitors. 6. NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. Non-disclosure agreements are often the standard contract signed between two parties before disclosure of confidential information. They can be cumbersome to manage as it can often take time to edit and negotiate the agreement between two parties. A traditional VDR acts as simple storage for completed agreements. But a modern VDR can create automated workflows for NDAs, including e-signatures with a few simple clicks, streamlining the process. 7. Intellectual property management. When companies invent or develop intellectual property, they have to protect it from theft. Trademarks, trade secrets, patents, licenses and designs are some of the most sensitive documents that need great protection and security. In 2013, the Commission on the Theft of American Intellectual Property estimates that annual costs from IP losses range from $225 billion to $600 billion. Yet, sharing confidential materials may be necessary to strike lucrative contracts. So, intellectual property owners should take a proactive approach to safeguard their content and information. 8. Discovery, litigation, legal holds. When a company faces litigation, it must investigate and collect data relating to the case. Conducting any search can be time-consuming and costly, and the staff involved in the process must be absolutely sure that all documents and data are protected. A legal hold is a process where companies are legally required to preserve data, e.g. a discovery. A modern VDR can act as a safe and secure system to store and share data with legal counsel on any pending litigation. 9. Financial audit. A financial audit is a review of an organization's or individual's financial statements, often done on quarterly or annual basis. The auditor verifies financial statements to see if they are accurate. Audits provide information on everything from revenue generated to expenses incurred. So, it's important to secure confidential documents and sensitive information, as auditors will need access to these materials to perform the audit. 10. Talent acquisition, employee onboarding, and offboarding. Talent acquisition focuses with recruiting and hiring workforce. Onboarding is a process for introducing new employees to the company, and offboarding refers to handling the termination of employees. All three processes come with their own paperwork. Managing all documents and contracts for a specific employee in one folder is crucial for HR management. A VDR can collect and store all these important documents for an indefinite period of time. Conclusion. There have been significant advancements with modern virtual data room providers. Traditional VDRs were designed for a narrow set of customers in the investment banking industry. But the new generation of VDRs are designed for a very broad range of companies and industries. They are not limited to just those working on M&A and fundraising transactions. Any business that shares confidential information would benefit from a modern VDR. A modern virtual data room is an essential tool for any company or organization to succeed. Businesses can easily collaborate and protect their content in a cost-effective manner with a modern VDR.